you. Look at that. That's good. Okay. Is that Striper?
You know it's Striper.
Love Striper, baby. All right. Are we on? Are we live?
Let's go.
Here we go. Hey. Hello out there, podcast land. Welcome to podcast number 10. This is a record. 2 days, basically 2 in 3 days, right? Is that true over there?
Now, sometimes we're more productive than others.
I think we have nothing to do in the past couple of days.
Well, we were gone. We were letting people down.
We were.
They were clamoring for a new episode. And you're about to go on a big trip.
Another big trip. Going to see some bears. I told my wife she's going to do she's doing running and hiking and everything. I said I'm going to stick some meat in her pocket and let a bear come chase her.
So second degree.
But she'll win.
Manslaughter.
She won't stop. She'll just keep running. So.
I thought you were going to run.
No, I'm too fat. I will lose weight, though. I will lose weight soon. But I used to run. I did. I have a couple medals. Dude, this guy's fast. You ought to see me, Zach.
I could still beat my kids at the beach this summer in a 40-yard dash.
Did you really?
Still got him.
All right. Well, he's in great shape. He's been hitting he looked great. Now, first, let's introduce Zack Houser. Right. Let's give it a clap. Give it a round of applause. Do we get that round of applause button? There it is. You got the 60s porn music going on for you. That's for sure. That's
70s.
Yeah, 70s.
It's very different.
Same thing. Well, Zack Houser, welcome to the podcast of the Get Off My Lawn Studios in Beer League number 10. And as you say, you walk around, you see looking at some great stuff on the walls here, and you got the football helmets. I know you mentioned that.
This is awesome. I've listened to every episode. I hadn't watched one, so I've been hearing about the football helmets. They're awesome.
And that's all the setup for week one.
It's going to be here before you know it.
Yes. Also, too, Zach's a very big Georgia Bulldogs fan. Mm-hmm. So if he starts barking at any time, you know why. Who do they got week one? Who do they got?
I don't know. Nobody.
Okay. We got Coppin State they're playing against.
It's not like Texas, just right out of the gate.
Oh, is that what you guys got?
No.
UT?
No. I don't know what we're doing. Cupcakes, tune-up games, right? But Texas, everything's about Arch Madness. Oh. They're going against Ohio State right out. It's national championship, first week.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It keeps the interest in college football.
It's tougher and tougher these days.
Because it's good now because if you lose it, it still doesn't mean you only lose your first week and then you can keep going.
And you can probably make trades in the season. You're going to have free agents here.
It's going to happen.
Now you can lose about 3 games and still make the playoffs. So hopefully teams will play some harder.
It's true, yeah. And I hope they get rid of some of these crap teams that they're playing against. But they got to fulfill the whole, the old.
Well, now they got to pay out $20 million, right?
Each the whole organization.
The whole sports program has $20 million.
So if you're an ACC team, why the hell would you give it to football? Would you give it to basketball or baseball?
Don't give it to anything. Just give it to charity.
Yeah,
the ACC.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
That's right. I'm sitting here between 2 SEC football fans right here.
Yeah, nothing better to give your money to than football.
Exactly. Well, Rutgers should give it to them, right? Well, they embezzle it, so don't worry about it.
Hey, Jersey. Let's go, Jersey.
Let's go, Rutgers. All right, here we go. Zack Houser's here. Welcome again for coming on to the show. And what is it called? What's that thing when they call the radio station?
Long time,
first time, long time. Yeah. First time, long time. Well, welcome to the show, brother. I had to sport the old, baseball.
Love it.
Jersey here, the thing, and the old hat.
He's always got a different outfit. You never know. What he's gonna do.
One of the best dressed guys in Franklin.
Damn right. I should have wore the shorts for you. I should have wore the shorts.
The first episode, though, it was not on video, and he wore a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I think it says, "I work harder than fat strippers."
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
Yes, I did. I did work harder than fat strippers, that's for sure.
He's really cleaned it up here lately.
Yeah.
Now that he's on video. he's almost working out.
Almost working. I did go to the gym today.
Hey.
Does it look like it? All right. A little bit. Thank you, man. Thanks, boys. I tell you, it's a double. That's why I don't shave. My waddle sticking out over there.
Classic.
It's always good. So, man. So let's introduce Zack Houser here. great longtime friend here. Let's introduce ourselves here. And Zach, tell us a little bit about yourself here.
All right. I moved to Franklin probably 16, 17 years ago. Know Seth through FBC, and he's done a lot for my son Roy. Loves to catch, and he's gotten so much out of Seth from his catcher's camps, which, I mean, he could charge $10 an hour for those things, but he does it for free. And Roy has learned so much from him. Love coaching against him. I was 2-1 against him this season.
What about the other year?
This season I was 2-1 against Seth. He probably has me over the years, but no, he's awesome. He gets it. Knows it's about the kids and not about him, and he's the man.
Well, I want to say thank you, but we've always talked over the years, and Zach's basically become a very good friend of mine, and that was very nice of him to say that. And I tell you, his son is a sponge and is a fan of baseball, and it's my pleasure, and I still would love to coach him and others for catching camp and to keep going with it, because watching him succeed over the years, and for talking with our friend Brian, he's like, Roy threw out another kid. Roy threw out another kid. Roy threw out another kid. It's only going to get harder and harder from here on out, and he's got to put in the work. And that's what again, I've told my son too, and I tell that to every catcher that I say, hey, listen, this is your first step. It's unfortunate that I don't have enough kind of I'd love to have more time. Everyone would love to have more time. But I got to set up a specific time, especially even with these podcasts. We got to set up a specific time that we can knock these out and have fun with them. And then also, hey, we have time to go in the backyard or go into the fields to start throwing, to cut receiving, and to do that. But you are gold. Absolutely you are gold as a friend and as like you said, a coach that pushed me over the years. It was such an enjoyment. You and unfortunately, Wes Huffman, you're not here, but lame guy, lame Wes. Whatever, Wes. I got an excuse. Got to do your nails, right? All right.
Yep.
Anyway, Wes Huffman was his partner, his assistant coach, and again, he's got a great son too, great baseball player, great hitter, great catcher too, and it's exciting to watch all these guys grow over the years. It's fun, especially our kids played together in 7, 8.
Coach pitch, yeah.
That's 7, 8, and me and Zach would sit in the stands. We're like the two Muppets up there, like oh, you gotta keep running. Oh, that's how we were,
Yep.
And we gave a game ball to the third base coach the one year.
He got us to the championship. We switched third base coaches in the playoffs, and he just sent them all, and we went on a little run.
And he's like a Christian artist too, so he was like, I'm like, hey, dude, is this right to do? He goes, I don't care, windmill Willie. But yeah, so Zach was, it was kind of funny too, because me and Zach were parents when it first started, but you did coach your other son too during that time.
Yep.
You did coach, and that's what, in talking to you during those times, and I'm like, well, how do you get into coaching and everything? And he was influential on that. But there's another man that basically said, hey, come with me. It was Terry Mazarek.
Yeah.
He was the guy that said, hey, I want you to come with me. And I'm like, yeah, sure. But again, over the years, we have had a great relationship, great friendship. Again, I enjoy you helping me out on just everything that you did. But one of the coolest things, and it brings it up because it's a big monumental thing in my life here, is we do catching camps, and one day I'm coaching, and he sends me and goes, hey, come over to my dugout after. I'm like, okay, and I'm going to send you the picture right now because I still have that picture. And it was one of the best pictures that I ever had. It was just outstanding, Greg, and I'm going to send it to you right now. I should have did it before, but I didn't, so okay.
Well, let me clarify here. Did you guys ever coach together, or are you just rival coaches?
Rivals.
Oh, I see.
But we did coach an all-star team together this year.
Oh, yeah. That was a blast.
It was fun. It really was fun, But here's the picture. I'm going to send it over to you.
While he looks for the picture, we got to talk about the camo cargo shorts that I think we made fun of him for about 3 or 4 years ago.
And I'll send a picture of
I remember those, yeah.
And he wore them every game after we made fun of those shorts. He wore them every single game.
I'm gonna send.
They
them
go
over.
down halfway down his shins. They have about 8 pockets.
They are. They had pens. They had dirt. They had
everything, yeah.
had baseballs in every pocket.
Yeah.
This is a long picture.
Oh no, I got
Jeez,
two.
you're
I got
making
two
a video.
pictures here. No, there's the two pictures, but this picture says it all. I'm gonna send it over to you right now. They're both pictures. If you can put it on, well, if not, I'm just gonna show the picture.
Well, just hold on a second. Jeez.
All right, well, jeepers. But this picture means a ton to me. That's the camo shorts. That's not that's the camo shorts. But the picture really means a lot to me because, I didn't do it for that, but it was just such a gratitude, and I'm just so honored that I'm Grace. You guys, what you guys did for that. It was you. It was Hodrick. It was Wesley's dad, Ben.
Yep.
Kellen's Wes. You guys got together and they got me a engraved baseball fungo bat, which says Coach Keffis on it, and I broke down. I mean, I'm a very emotional guy anyway. Everyone knows that. I cried a drop of dime. A little soft, but that's okay. But it really meant a lot, and I got I came over to his dugout, and him and his son and his others and Kellen presented it to me. And I kind of lost it. I really didn't. And I didn't expect anything of that. I didn't want to expect anything like that. I just want the kids to get better and watching them grow. And I think Zach is the same way with me. He just wants to see the kids get better and better and grow. He wants to see his worst kid get better and his best kid get better. But always, keep going and growing. And it's a fun thing, coaching. Again, this is like we said, this is a farewell, tour
Yeah, this
here.
is send-off for Coach Seth.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard, but he's retiring.
I'm retiring, and it is. Go ahead, Zach. Say it.
He's not retired. This is like an
this
Aaron
one's for real.
Rodgers, Brett Favre. As he's retiring on Facebook,
He's never watching another concussion video.
No,
He's done.
No more concussion.
we are so trained on concussions.
Oh my God.
As he's retiring, he is posting on a local Facebook, play local Tennessee youth tournaments.
What do you got?
Are there any tournaments coming up? Mm-hmm. This is about 2 days before he retired.
I did.
So he's still looking.
Well, you know why I retired? Because you know what the wife said? She goes, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" She goes, she goes, "I will absolutely walk out the house if you decide to do it." Because I did. I really did. Didn't think we were going to win anything. Didn't care. And I just wanted to try that one more tournament. Just
one more.
The one
this
day.
Is the last one, I promise.
One. And she looked at me and says, "There is no effing way that you're going to do this again." And I'm like, you know what? I ain't even entertaining that.
Just like the movies, this is the last robbery. This is the last one.
Well, you could start umping.
I did. That is something that I would kind of consider as umping. I would do umpiring. I did. Me and our old friend too, Dan Gilbert, would definitely think about umping after he's all done on doing that. I did talk to some of the guys. I'm like, hey, there's the cargo shorts.
There they are. Legendary.
That's
multiple championships.
Yep, they are. Look at every pocket is almost ripped because they had like baseballs in it. Pens, ripped up paper, who's going to come in where, what batter's coming in next. And there's the picture right there. That is the best picture to me. That meant everything. That right there. Because those two kids right there and the parents of those two kids have just been outstanding.
You look kind of young.
It's only 2 years ago, I think.
Two stressful years, I got to be honest with you. My Pirates team was a little rough, and this year was a little hard on me. Knowing that it was all over. So, hey, listen, Zach. So you said you moved here about 16 years ago. Where'd you move from?
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. The old hot Atlanta. So you graduated in Atlanta, or you
graduated what?
Okay.
In Atlanta. I graduated high school in Atlanta. My college took about 12 years to get my PE degree. I was
gonna say,
which I finally nailed it down.
You got your
at
PE?
MTSU.
Nice. Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very cool. Mm-hmm. You're like me. I took 38 years to get your associates.
Yeah.
No. That's awesome, man. That's cool that you came back here and got your PE degree. Now you're working. We're not going to talk any of that other stuff, but you do also We got this. Why do you coach? Let's just be honest with you, because I know when we first met, you did coach your other son, and we talked a little bit during that thing. But what drove you to coach?
Well, man, I remember my kid, Chase is my oldest. He doesn't like baseball that much, but he started FBC when he was 4, and his first coach was wearing Levi's and soccer cleats. And I was like, I think I could do a better job than this guy.
Was it you, Greg? Because Greg's a soccer coach. I don't know, man. No.
So
I played soccer, man. I'm a real athlete.
So I thought, I think I can do better for these kids than some of these volunteers. And anyone who volunteers, I think is awesome because it's a lot of work. And so I was like, I know baseball. I mean, I was an average high school baseball player. So I thought, I think I can do good for these kids. I feel like I'm good with kids and maybe that they like me. So I said, I'll coach. And then, so I coached Chase for a few years and he was kind of always not that interested. Then I started coaching Roy and he was just a sponge for baseball. He loves it. And so kind of as Chase has moved on with Roy, and he's got a good little group of boys that he plays with that are his age, and made a ton of great friends. Like everyone I coach with is a really good friend now, and that's all through baseball. And we've got a good group of coaches who just care about the boys, and they don't really like if we win something. It's like, I'm glad the boys won, not like, hey, we did it.
Yeah.
Because like we didn't swing a bat, we didn't throw a ball.
Yeah, that's always the best thing. You're like, you know what? Don't get me. Those are the guys that did it. That's kid right there threw the strike. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I just put them in a position. They succeeded it. They kicked the butt.
How many coaches are in this league?
Oof.
Look,
you can. I mean, well,
So there's 6. So there's like 20 teams.
Yeah.
Between majors and minors, and there's four guys per team.
Yeah, so we pretty much know all of them over the years and everything. You nailed it, though. What you just said earlier, and it's funny, you said your friendships. We became friends. Why? Our kids' baseball.
Yeah.
Right? I became friends with Greg. Why, Greg?
Hockey.
Kids hockey.
Yep.
And my wife's best friends over here now in Nashville. Why? Because of my daughter's dance. We're all transplants here. We really are. We have our own, we have our group of friends that we've always, and that's the core group that's who made us who we are. We go out and we evolve, and yet we also are a part of our friend group that we just pass ourselves on to each other. And it's also, we make great lifelong friends because now we're here 16 years too. 16 years, 10 years. We're starting to have new core friends too, but the core friends that we have all back home that we grew up with are still always there. Like, you won't miss a beat when you talk. Like my buddy Paulie just called me earlier too.
Heard it in the parking lot.
Well, he did.
In the driveway.
He heard that was Tommy. That's a different one.
Tommy got it. Oh, okay.
Hey, do the voice. Hey,
I'm walking here. What?
Exactly.
You heard 2 hours of that.
Yeah, we had
if
2
you
hours.
listened to the last episode.
Yeah,
The one today. Yeah, I didn't hear it yet.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. I think it's one of our better ones.
He's the umpire.
might have been
I read the description.
He's a ref.
Ref.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hockey ref. And an ex-police officer.
I
too.
love that part. He played that down.
Yeah, he did.
But I think that adds to his mystique out there on the
absolutely.
ice.
He's great. And he's very, that's a whole nother discussion, Tommy.
He'll probably never hear it. I don't think he has Spotify.
I don't
think he knows what YouTube is.
No, not at all. He's a little older than us. Not much, but a little bit older. And he's like, I can't do the phone.
You know what's funny about that? At one time, he invited me to go to a concert because he loves country music. He loves all kinds of music. And he was like, I got these Zac Brown tickets. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll go with that. So we go down to Bridgestone Arena, and we're watching the show. And I'm going to go get a beer. So we go get in the concession stand, and we're sitting in line there, and the guy behind the stand hands him his beer, and he said, what would your son like? I was like, oh, man,
you should have brought that one up.
That's a compliment.
That's a good one.
He played it off, though. But, yeah, he knows a lot about music. He knows a lot about umping and being a ref and police work, I guess.
And he's a big history buff, too. He was always big.
I like to hear him. He was talking about the Battle of Franklin and stuff, which you apparently don't know anything about. Did you know there was a battle here in the Civil War time?
I have no idea. I just know I just passed the Mason-Dixie line. That's when I said, burn my boots, like Yosemite Sam would say.
We try to keep it low-key.
But the best line ever is we were pulling up here, and he was listening to the conversation. Say what you said before about how
It's like a different language.
because Tommy's from New York too.
Never heard anybody talk like that.
Speaking Greek.
It was. But that's awesome. Why why you become a coach? These are the things that you want to plant. And you felt that one guy was just a hot mess, and you go, hey, listen, I could do a better job. Not to say that you could or you couldn't, but you knew you could, and you knew that coach was not giving back to the children or the kids.
I mean, he was trying. I don't have anything against the guy. I just thought,
no,
we could do better.
Yeah,
I'm going to wear shorts.
Yeah, well, that's what I think you should have
step up
started.
already.
Started
Yeah.
shorts, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It was the blue jeans that got me.
Yeah.
Golly.
Not the soccer cleats, right?
Yeah, maybe a combo.
And I was like, okay, Johnny, here, get the ball.
Well, it's hard at 5 and 4 to get people to want to deal with
It's
kids
hard
running
to
around.
catch.
So you're
Yeah,
really
cats.
just lucky to have anybody, whether they're wearing cleats or whatever.
Well, that's one thing, too. And I got to say, and I want to find out from your point of your perspective on this one, too. All the years I've coached, I can count on one hand the crazy parents I had on my team. I could maybe one if I did. I really didn't have a crazy parent at all in any one of my teams I've coached, and I want to give a little round of applause to the parents that I've coached. They were absolutely great. There we go. I hear horror stories, and you see horror stories, and he knows as well as I do. And we're in the draft, and we go to that round, and we go, "Ooh, watch that kid. Oh yeah, he's really good, but Dad is a little wonky."
Yeah,
And have you had any of those incidents in your teams?
I've had great luck with parents. Just I cannot think of one from Franklin from FBC that's given me a hard time. Mm-hmm. They've all been gracious. I did start a little coaching middle school baseball this year, and that I did see some difficult situations.
Well, that's interesting because that's one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Zach, you've coached different levels of baseball. You've coached rec baseball. You've coached almost a high level rec / travel program that you've done on the summer team, and you are also a middle school baseball coach. What's the difference? How do you coach them differently? Is there anything you do differently with them, or how do you present your coaching style with them?
Man, that's tough because I didn't feel like I did a great job at middle school this year. I mean,
Really?
I've done 1 year. I was new to it. And
Why do you say that?
Kind of when you're picking your rec team, you're kind of drafting parents too. Mm-hmm. Like, we know them. Let's have fun. Like, maybe there might be a better player, but let's stick with the parents because this is going to be fun. Middle school, you're picking the best player, and you don't know who the parents are. And that was a challenge this year. There was run-ins with parents. I mean, you're never playing the right 9 guys. There's always someone on the bench who ought to be playing, and you got to hear about it.
Do they send emails, or do they catch you in the parking lot? What?
Catch you in the parking lot. A good buddy who coaches at the school with me after another loss. I mean, we're a smaller middle school. We don't do that well. I mean, we do fine.
No, you guys were good. You guys were good.
He got
better than our school.
He got cornered in the parking lot by a parent, and he said, "What is your plan for my son? What is your plan for my son?" This guy's a science teacher. He's not like trying to be a major league coach. And he goes, "My plan is to get in my car and go home and relax."
I'm not even thinking about your son.
He's like, "Yeah, there's no grand plan." Like, so
that is awkward.
Doing the middle school where you don't know anybody, and you get a lot of these real high-level travel kids, and their parents are just thinking about college and getting drafted. You're like, man, your kid's 14. Just like, let's have some fun. So that was a challenge for me, and something I'll hopefully do better next year is dealing with that. Thank you.
Well, you start to know who's who a little bit better, but I guess there's always some new folks in town. It's nice when you have a fraternity of coaches in the rec league and everybody kind of knows each other. And I know how Seth drafts once he gets to the later rounds.
You
But
know it.
but
Hot mom round.
Hot moms.
Hot mom round.
how do you is it 2 days of tryouts?
And yeah, that's the tough part about middle school, especially if you got a kid in this county. Like if you go to like Page Middle School has 1,600 kids. Your kid's going to get a 2-hour tryout to probably get called back for one more day. So if you mess up twice, you're pretty much off the team.
How can you so how many come out?
So it would be like 90 a grade.
How can you even keep up with that? Like you have to have an AI or something.
Well, you know as well as I do, Page Middle School, they have almost 150 kids come out.
Per grade.
Per grade.
And then if you go to a smaller school, you can pretty much just show up and play.
And get on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we see that. We do see that, especially kids that are in travel, and you got kids in house league and rec league, and they go, oh, yeah, I play middle school. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay, you're the only kid in school. All right, but that's cool.
So, yeah, making a middle school team is tough because tryouts are short. Mm-hmm. If you're a smaller guy, you're just probably going to get overlooked. You have to do something special in tryouts.
Yeah, like case in point, Mitri.
Yeah.
Mitri got cut in middle school. And, should he have gotten cut? You know what? Yeah, he had a rough go that time. He really did. But, it is what it is, and hopefully he learned from it. He's going through it right now. He's trying out for a travel team. He kind of was a little laxed about it, figuring he was on the team already this year. And when he saw 75 kids come out,
that's nuts.
And he was overwhelmed, and you could just see like the deer in headlights with him in his tryouts. And then, we got into the car, and I said, well, "How'd you do?" I think he did he did just fine pitching, and I think that's where his bread and butter is going to be, his pitching. Hitting was lack, but again, I really didn't pay too much attention. I was talking to the parents. I'm a little social butterfly, if you think. Yeah. So we're talking. As a matter of fact, my phone is lighting up like a Christmas tree right in the
What do you mean middle school? What is middle school? Is that 5th to 8th?
6th, 7th, and 8th.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 6, 7,
Because
8.
we got the intermediate schools now, and sometimes people are in elementary till 6th. And
Yeah. Well, it just depends on the school district, And, he's going to try it again for middle school next year. Hey, listen, it's up to him.
And is there junior varsity in middle school?
Yeah.
Yes. So you can
kind
go
of a
ahead and
farm
elaborate
team
with
or
that.
a taxi.
Yeah, you got 13, 14 on varsity, and they're mostly 8th graders plus a couple 7th graders, and then you got 6th and 7th grade. If you're in 6th grade, you look at a 7th grader, he's a head and a half taller.
There's no chance.
Yeah, they're starting to grow, and you're not.
And D is a small kid too, and he's looking there, and there's some boys that are monsters, monsters.
And remember, you got some COVID years, right? People might have been academically redshirted.
Yeah, left back,
and then they get left back again, and so you might have somebody that's 2 grades.
And then you're gonna get to the end of the what do you call it, the portal. Then the kids are getting to the portal.
It can be a real stark difference.
Well, I noticed that it's a weird thing, and I have noticed this with some people that I've talked to, that they did leave their kids back in 8th grade for sports.
That's nuts.
And I think it's stupid. And I got to be honest with you, I actually am disgusted when I hear it. You can leave your kid back in kindergarten, maybe 1st grade if academically they're not tall or big, or they're on that cusp of the youngest kid in class, then leave them back.
Yeah.
But I know, and it's disgusting, just so their son or daughter can get a scholarship because they're that much taller and bigger in 9th, 10th grade now than they should be in 11th or 12th. And it's kind of gross, but and a lot of people, I'm not being one of them, or anybody I associate with them, say that it's something that they should be doing to do it. And then sometimes I hear, oh yeah, we're taking a gap year.
Yeah, the gap year.
We're taking a gap
That's
year.
A new one.
A friend of mine, and his kid was one of the top.
What the hell is a gap year?
He just doesn't go to
middle
school.
school.
But no, not middle school. After high school, a gap
okay,
year.
well, that- I've
but
heard
there's
that.
schools now, and a friend of mine does his right now. He was one of the top basketball players in Middle Tennessee, and now with this whole portal, they go, well, listen, we're really not going to look at you until springtime as a basketball player.
Yep.
He goes, well, you may not get anything. And the recruiter's going, my advice to you is to go to a Division III school, play, and get your butt into the portal so we can pull you. Or if you get into a low-end Division I school that you can just play in, I don't care if it's, Schenectady, New York, anywhere, just let them play and then put them into the portal so we can pull them out. Or do JUCO. Now, we have a very good friend of mine that is in process of in litigation, and he is I guess I don't know if I should talk about it, but hey, I'm going to talk about it because not many people listen to the podcast yet, but we'll see. But he's in litigation right now with the NCAA because his client is the quarterback for Vanderbilt, and he went to JUCO.
He wanted that extra year
and got it.
Yeah,
he got it because why? They're fighting and their argument is, hey, JUCOs don't get the money. So there is a big now thing going on, and he is the head prosecutor with it. And I found
we gotta watch him again this season.
Yeah, you do.
Good God.
So they're treating JUCO like a minor league.
Bingo.
For college.
So that is huge now. So fast rewind what I was saying. My buddy of mine's kid was a basketball player. He's going to a school up in Connecticut, where it's just a gap year school that he just plays basketball the whole time and then learns some other stuff too. But it's more basketball, and it doesn't go against his years of eligibility. So now what we're going to see is we're going to see more Bo Nixes, Jaden Daniels, 25, 26-year-old guys.
they're so old.
Yeah.
They're 26-year-old quarterbacks.
And then they go to the NFL, and they succeed. Why? Because they're older.
But you could make a whole career not ever going to the scout team. Just making money as a college quarterback. You can do pretty well once we're past these rookie contracts. I mean, it's a...
And why would you go to the NFL if you're going to get a rookie contract or stay in college and making $5 to $6 million a year? I don't know what the rookie contracts are now, but I don't think it's that much. Not as much as the college quarterbacks.
That's a good question.
So it's gotten
nuts,
really stupid.
Yeah.
So when our kids go, and then when they get again, this reverse of what we were just saying. We know kids that are doing that are getting held back. Now they do a gap year. Now these kids are almost 36, 37 years old and getting drafted or getting into the. It's crazy.
The crazy part is, so my kid's 11. I have a 13-year-old and I have a 9-year-old. People who are thinking right now about that stuff for their kid.
It's crazy.
It's going to trickle down. I mean, it's going to trickle down from college to middle school because you can make money in college immediately. So high school is going to be the new college.
Yeah. But the thing is, and that's going to be another thing is too, kids, I didn't make the team, I'm going to go transfer to another high school.
Yep.
That's another big thing too. I'm going to go to another high school. We're not here. Sorry. I'm going to go to a private school. I'm going to go play there or whatever. I'm
going to go rent an apartment so I can play at Ravenwood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't think there's any apartments by Ravenwood. That was a bad example.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's
it's
not
all
too
big
good.
houses.
My buddy's got a garage to rent out. That's, Steve Wood, number 2 episode. Steve Wood, we remember you.
I do know someone who rents an apartment for $1 a year so their kid can go to Indy.
No!
Yep.
Keep that on the down low. We don't talk about that.
First round contracts are almost $9 million.
All right. Well.
Second round, $6 million. Third round, about $5 million. So.
Well, yeah. Let's just say
it's
if
close.
You're a quarterback, you're a marginal quarterback, like the guy from Texas last year. What was his name?
Brock Ewers,
yeah. Mm-hmm. But he was getting knocked out anyway with Manning. But let's just say Manning wasn't there. Would you go put yourself in the draft? No. I'd try to go somewhere else. I'd transfer somewhere else.
That's what Georgia's quarterback went to Miami for $4 or $5 million.
Really? Who was that?
That was Carson Beck.
Carson Beck went there.
Went to Miami for a bunch of money.
Oh my God! See, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. You looked angry on that, saying that. You look a little angry.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
Yeah, well, we could have. It was a debate later. We'll talk about that one later. But yeah, no. But I also too want to say thank you for pushing me. Always over the years pushing me, sitting across from watching you coach against me, smiling. because you are totally different from me. And that's what's great, too, because everybody has different coaching styles. Zach is a very relaxed but sarcastic, funny guy. He'll throw one zingers at you, and you'll just sit there and laugh.
And you're just hyperactive, sarcastic guy.
It's like you just wind me up, and I just like the Tasmanian devil. I'm just all over the place, screaming and yelling, kicking dirt. I'm not kicking dirt, but I'm a little. And I'm
turn that hat around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
when the hats turn around, the umps are going to get it.
Yeah. Well, I am very loud. Let's just put it to you that way. You are not as loud. I am very loud, and people always make fun of me for it, but I don't care. They're like, my buddy of mine's like, dude, I heard you. I'm like, when did you hear me? He goes, I was on the field 3 fields before, down. He heard you screaming and yelling. But it's not yelling at the kids. It's more of a positive and yes, let's go. I feel like almost like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's always like, yeah. He's an 80-year-old guy screaming and yelling. He doesn't look 80. The guy looks 60. Maybe that's the fountain of youth.
Positivity.
I'll say this about Seth. Every year after the first game, he usually loses the first game. He'll call me up and say, we suck. We're not going to win a game. We're terrible. We can't field. We can't hit. Can't pitch. D's a mess. He always says, D's a mess. And then they go on and win the league every year. Every year.
He's a master of lowering expectations.
He's in first or second place at the end of the year after that opening night phone call of how bad they are. Shut up. We don't want to hear that crap.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I hear from him.
He just wants to prove how good of a coach he is by tearing down the team at the beginning. This is so terrible.
I'm the best coach of all time.
That's pretty smart.
Disregard what we said earlier. It's not about them. It's about me. No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. But he is 100% right, because I know there's times that I just look and I go, all right, well, maybe we got something. And all of a sudden I go, what the hell? Like my first practice, every time I go, we're dead. This is what did we do? What did we do? And you say it too a little bit, but you tongue in cheek it. You're like, well, we'll be okay, but it's a little different this year. And I'm like, all right. I mean, this year he did a great job with his guys because they were all younger. Really, every one of your kids was young.
We try to take them. Yeah. Mostly 11-year-olds.
You had all 11-year-olds playing up 11, 12, and he did a great job. His team, and this is something that I've always said too. You win on pitching and defense. And his team played defense, and they threw strikes. That's basically what in these games you throw strikes. I don't care. My biggest thing is I don't care how hard you throw a ball for. And he had some kids that just pumped the strike zone, not overpowering, but pumped the strike zone, and that's exactly how he won games. I mean, 11-year-olds beating up on 12-year-olds, and that's a big difference too. You've seen it. Look at my 12-year-old team compared to your 12-year-old team. I mean, you guys were small.
Yeah,
we were gigantic. I mean, we had some big boys on that team. Look at one of my catches, Grant. I have a picture of me and him because I was coaching him when he was 8, and then he's next to me, and then there's a picture when I'm coaching him at 12, and he's bigger than me.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, you got me. He's the man.
Some of the guys on your team could beat me up easily.
Big boys,
no
man.
fight.
They were big boys. And
how do you try to coach that up at practice, the defense part of it? We've heard about Coach Seth's structure.
Oh,
every practice.
Structure. Well, Mr. Buckets, Coach Buckets.
There it is. He loves this. Go
Coach
ahead.
Buckets. So Seth gets out of his car and gets about 8 buckets out of his car. Like, what are the buckets for? No, but what he does, so he wastes a lot of time picking up baseball, so he just puts buckets all over the field so the kids can just drop balls in buckets. So he's Coach Buckets, but I think it's about just reps. Like, you should never have your whole team in a line waiting to catch a ground ball. You want small groups, as many reps as possible, and then tell them what they're doing right, what they could do better. So my strategy is just like make practice fun, make them get a lot of work, a ton of reps. Because, like, if it's boring, they're just going to quit. Because baseball can be boring. My oldest son, baseball's boring to him. And I get it. You stand around a lot.
Yeah.
He's not built like that.
Yeah. Well, do you do the same type of practices in middle school?
Man, middle school's tough. So our situation is we got 2 teams practicing on one field with no batting cage. So it gets boring.
Ooh. Okay.
It gets boring. We are building a batting cage.
Okay.
It's coming in this soon for everyone who donated.
Is this a donation?
For everyone who donated, it is getting built.
Nice.
So it gets boring, and you just have to teach these kids, like, you have to be disciplined. And if you're in left field shagging balls for an hour, like, you just have to pay attention out there.
You got to have an attention span, which nowadays is harder to find.
Well, if it's middle school, you figure they should, but it's still middle school. You know, they're just now everything's going out of whack. Their hormones and
They might be on their phones, or they got
Yeah,
girls
they are.
that they're thinking about. You know,
exactly. Little girl, little Betty's waving over to little Johnny. Hi, I'm out here. Sign my baseball.
I tried to tell them, like, if y'all win, maybe the girls will like you a little more.
There you go.
So I try to use that as a.
So what are you looking for in these 2 days, 2 hours of tryouts, and you've got 100 people? How do you kind of work through it and decide who's going to make it?
So you're looking for just skill, you know, like, who's that guy that can catch the ground ball from shortstop and make the big throw? Because in middle school, you're on the big field, you're on the major league size field, and you got a little, you know, some of these guys, that's a big throw for them. And then, so this year at tryouts, you know, you got a bunch of guys who try out who just don't belong. I mean, they just stink, you know, and they're out there, and, like, I respect them for coming out to try out.
Yeah.
And they're terrible.
Yeah.
And so we're trying out. I think I was loading the pitching machine. This kid at shortstop, he was just bad. I mean, he couldn't catch, couldn't throw it. And then I heard this one kid say, one kid was standing next to him, like, hey, you got the next one. You got the next one. Try this next time. Try this next time. I'm like, who is that? And they're like, that's so-and-so. I was like, that's a kid we need on our team who's not, because some of the other kids are just ragging on this kid, making fun of him. And I'm like, man, tryouts are the most nerve-wracking thing in the world. You're going to probably get embarrassed. You're going to get cut. Then you're the kid that got cut from baseball. And we have this kid was also, like, awesome at baseball. So he's going to make it anyway. But he just kept encouraging this guy and, like, helping him, like, learn how to catch a ground ball during tryouts, instead of just, like, paying attention to himself. I was like, that's a kid.
That's a captain.
That's a captain. Absolutely. That's a kid you take aside.
Captain America.
You are
his nickname is Captain America.
Dude, right there, I would love more than anything with those type of kids. And you know, we had a couple over the years, obviously. But that right there, on the flip side of that, what really sucks is, as a coach, especially in middle school, knowing that, hey, listen, I got to win, kinda too.
Yeah.
And you have a kid that is a phenomenal athlete, one of the best probably players, but is the worst teammate.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic, lazy, just don't care, making fun of that kid.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing to do, because as a coach, you just go, come here. You don't want to really belittle the kid in front of everyone. You take him aside and you go, you knock it off. You understand me? You know, and this was a scenario that happened with me in the summer. We have probably one of the better kids in the league. And it's not that he belittles or anything, but his attitude, of his laissez-faire attitude, he could be, and I'm going to go on a limb here, he could probably, I would see the kid in college to play college ball, how good this kid is. But he has to drive himself. He's got that, oh, well, and it's more of like, let's do drip, let's have this on there. Let me do certain things to basically disrespect other players and disrespect the team you're playing against. You know, I always say you win with dignity and lose with class. You know, win with class, lose with dignity. You know, and to me that is huge. That is huge, and that's a life lesson all itself. You know, because 99.9% of these kids are not going to play baseball, but they're going to be doing something in life, and you know, you're going to need help with somebody. You may be that kid that couldn't catch a ball, or he can't process a computer. You know, maybe someone's going to laugh at him for that. So it will always come back to them. You know, always flip around and say, hey, you made fun of Joey. Now, later on in life, Joey's making fun of you because you're sitting out there shoveling crap.
Joey's your boss now.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's those type of kids that are encouraging are awesome.
Dude,
they are gold.
I told Roy, I want you to be like this guy, man. Like, he is the man.
Mm-hmm. That is the coolest thing with that, you know. So let me ask you on this one, too, since we're talking about your coaching styles. What do you think your best attribute as a coach is?
And your greatest weakness.
Yeah. There you go.
My greatest
All right.
weakness.
There we go. We're good yin and yang here.
All right. Let's go weakness. I could be a little too loyal to players, so like I'll never coach a team and cut a kid I like. So, you can always find a better player, but like if you're my guy, like and you're on the team, we're going with this team as far as we can go. So, yeah, that I like.
And that's perfect in rec.
It's perfect in rec,
And maybe travel.
Yeah.
Certain level.
Yeah.
and like my team's kind of moving into kind of like a semi-travel thing, and like if you've been with me and you're a good kid, like we're not gonna cut you to find some kid that can throw 65 miles an hour.
Yeah, because he could be the kid that I have. And just your dugout. Your dugout is where it grows. How many times you just let the kids go in the dugout and you walk away?
Yeah, all the time. And like we got good parents. So it's like, man, you don't want to like winning isn't everything. I mean, winning with what I have that's what I want to do. Weakness or strength, I'd say I'm good with the kids. I feel like they listen to me. I'm pretty calm. So I think when things hit the fan, I'm the calm one who's like, all right, whatever, we gave up 5 runs, 4 errors, just playing like crap. I'm like, all right, that's the problem. What's the solution? Instead of screaming at the kids.
I think it's weird. I would say you have a very good yin and yang with you and Wes, but you're pretty similar.
Oh, yeah.
You're pretty similar. So it's like, usually the yin and yang work great. And, again, with me and Rusty, we were 2 alphas.
Oh, yeah.
2
Rusty
alphas.
tear into kids.
2 alphas. We went at it,
Yeah.
We even argued on the bench at each other. But, and even me and Brian were kind of alphas, a little more boisterous, we'll just say, during the years. But you and Wes are very similar, too. So that's actually, it's weird dynamic that it works so well
Wes
with you
is
guys.
more of a yeller.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He
gets on.
I do not.
He gets on.
Wes, call in. He's full of crap.
Call in.
I don't think you're a yeller. I mean, I see you yell at your son, but
Can I bring something else
yeah,
up?
go, of course.
Some bull crap you talk about. You'll never know who my son is. Yeah, it's the one you're yelling at the whole game. It's pretty obvious.
It is true though. You won't if we're doing practice. I mean, before the kid that gets the rocket at him at third base. Yeah, that's my kid. Like, here you go, Johnny.
Yeah, we can pick out D pretty quick because he's the one you're yelling at.
Well, I
Thank
think it's important to show the calmness, right? Because when you're in high pressure situation and you're trying to do tryouts or whatever, if you're getting anxious and you're not able to control yourself, it's not going to work out. So having a good example of somebody that's chill but focused is probably really useful, and especially in today's world, right, with all the anxiety that everybody is singing and rapping about. If you can just be chill when things aren't going your way, you're going to be all right in the long run.
Yeah, no, he definitely is a very chill person and a chill coach, and I commend you for that because I couldn't be that way. Depends, maybe towards the games at the end of the year, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm like almost numb. Like, honestly, my last game, I was numb.
Now, I'll tell you, like, so this summer we played in some good tournaments against some teams that are probably better than us and we beat. And then when I saw their coaches starting to lose it, I was like, all right, we got them.
Yeah.
Like, coaches lost it. Someone missed a ground ball and the coach is screaming at them all right, here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, that's good because your team feeds off of that. And your team is probably so chill. I mean, they are. Your team is chill. There is really not one alpha. Maybe Lawson would be the alpha.
Yeah.
But everyone else, there's not one, let's go, boys. Let's do it. No.
Yeah,
Lawson is the only one. So Lawson, I mean, they feed off of you. So it's even like I always say in any sport, like hockey, a team follows their coach and their captain.
Yeah.
They take that persona, the way they are. And every team you had, they're very, I mean, even years when you had Anthony. Anthony's the most chillest guy too ever, So you have exuded that. Your persona and your personality is just very chill, and it always came through your teams. Like, you never felt, I mean, against us, we were crushing them. What, 8-1, 8-0?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing. And you just chilled, and then the wheels went off.
Wheels came off.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So, and you guys came back and won. I'm like, that's your own fault, boys. You guys didn't, and hats off to him and his team. They just like, hey, we're just going to grind it out. We're going to come back and we'll beat you. And they did.
We said, do not swing until you have a strike.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't deep pitching, so it was Brody.
That's a pretty good pitcher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was. Yeah, yes, it was. I got one. It was. Yes, it was.
Just stay calm.
Yes. You know what? It's funny, too. Like you said, the pretty good pitcher. He does get his pitch count up, and you're like, his pitch comes out, he's got to go. Let's get somebody else.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I get that, too, Now, how did you and Wes meet?
So we met after the 9-year-old season. So our boys are 11. So 3 seasons ago. Well, I coached Kellen when he was 5, which I didn't realize. So we kind of knew each other, but like we didn't know we knew each other. So Wes and I met. I just kind of knew him from the park, which is the great thing about the park. You got all these baseball buddies who like you just know them from baseball, and you kind of baseball is where you can see someone's character is like, is this guy screaming at his kid, or is he encouraging his kid, and like is he yelling at umpires, or is he just like, let's not yell at a 16-year-old umpire. So I kind of just knew Wes through the park, and then we were doing this the first year of our summer all-star, and I said, you want to coach with me? Because I had just seen him out there. Like, he's a good guy, he's calm. And so that's where we met. And then I remember this, like last summer we coached summer all-stars, fall, spring, summer, and I think I was like, hey man, I've never asked you, like, what do you do for a job?
Who are you?
It was like,
I'm Batman.
Yeah, so it was funny because like we never cared. It's just like we're like good friends now. I was like, I should probably know, like, how do you make a living? Just so I know a little bit more about you.
So what do you look for in an assistant coach? What's the good vibe, the good combination, or how do you know when somebody's when you want to coach with next season?
The first thing is your kid awesome at baseball?
There it is. And can he pitch?
That's it. And can he throw strikes? So can he hit, play defense, throw strikes?
It's true. It really is.
Yeah. Someone asked me last year. We were pretty good because we just had a ton of older kids. Another coach was like, how do y'all win? We're like, I get coaches with the good kids. It's like, it's pretty simple. And so, but I think the biggest thing, like, is this guy losing it on umpires? Because you don't want that. Because I think that just shows a lack of character. And then you just look for someone who's a little bit more calm and loves not only his son, but loves the kids who stink on your team. And that's what Wes is good at. Like, I care about, like, my favorite player this year was our last draft pick. I love that kid. And so do what?
Yeah, right.
Oh, we're doing naming names.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Cut that out. Okay. Edit that out.
Yeah.
52 minutes.
I wouldn't mess with his
third
dad,
beer. Watch out.
So no, you just look for someone who's got I think a calm temperament, and like if something goes wrong, they're not blaming others. They're taking responsibility for it. Like the guys who yell at umps, I can't stand it. It just shows like
what gets me is the people just yelling, "What are you doing?" Like to the kids,
throw strikes,
just trying
strikes.
Just throw strike, elbow up.
The Xbox guys who think they've got a controller that can tell the kid what to do in every situation, and just yells at him. Sometimes you got to let them know what to do, but they need to be thinking on their own and not just following your cues.
Well, I'm going to echo what he said too. And I think as a coach too, what we both hate, and I hate this, is when a kid does something and he doesn't look down at us at third base or the coach or whatever. He looks at his dad behind him.
Yeah.
That sets me off more than ever. Or listens to his dad more than he's going to listen to us as coaches.
We had a guy who got in trouble because his dad was giving him signals. Not on the baseball field, but on the ice, and had certain codes about what to do, and
it was ridiculous. So there's signals on the rink.
Yeah, it's a hot mess.
I had never seen that before, but he definitely got called out for that, and it was sort of not surprising.
No. But I want to go back with Wes. I'm going to tell you, when I was 9, 10, when my year was coaching, and we did that pre-thing, you go out and help the kids do certain positions and everything. And I remember Kellen, his son, and I was so taken aback by his attitude, how much of a great kid, his respect, how he was. And I wrote his name down. And I was so pissed because I was in the draft. And Sharp, you did it to me,
Sharp's
you bastard.
the worst. You're the worst, Sharp.
You're the worst, Sharp. You're going to come on the show, too. But he went out and he went like this. I picked Kellen Huffman. He looked right at me and smiled because I wanted 2 kids. And I had it set up in my head what I wanted to take them. And I wanted to take them next. It was Mikey Meatballs, and Kellen, because those are the type of kids I wanted because they're such great kids.
Yeah.
They're great. And again, hats off to mom and dad for both of them. Both moms and dads for Kellen and Mike and Travis and how great what they did of raising that kid. And it was like they both blew me away. And I'm like, I need to get these kids. And that bastard Mike Sharp took him, and I was like, "You son of a bitch!" Right before me, and I even told Wes that too. I said I was going to take him, and he ended up taking him for me. But the kid's a great kid, great athlete, great all around player, And but I want to echo what he said about coaches. What you look for your assistant coaches, you're damn right. You don't want to go into it with a hot mess.
You don't want your Boy Scouts. You want some baseball players.
You want some gamers, man, and you want a dad too that. You go, hey, I don't care if you do that. Like I had one, Mikey, I love you, buddy, but he's just like, I don't care. I don't even want to do this. I said, Mike, I don't care. I got this. Just go. He goes, all right, great. I got to go to the bathroom. And he was awesome. But his son is a fireballer.
He's awesome.
Fireballer,
He's the most polite kid I've ever coached. This summer we played it. I pulled him out of the semis in state, and I said, hey, buddy, you pitched awesome. And he goes, hey, coach, thank you for letting me pitch today. Just smiled and went to the dugout. I was
greatest
like,
kid.
You're the
greatest
man.
kid.
You're the man.
Yeah, and that's it. And my two assistant coaches ended up on his team for the summer ball, and they're going to be on his team for now on. So that's what it's. And we all coach other kids too. We all coach each other's kids, and like I said earlier, I enjoy coaching. I could care less if I coach my team. I mean, there's been times in the game like we played a game, and I'm not going to say the team's name. But one kid on that team that we're playing against dropped a fly ball. And the shortstop turned around and was like, come on, man. And I coach that shortstop other times, and I go, come here, knock it off.
Yeah.
Don't you dare ever talk to your teammate like that. And one of the moms on their team was like, there you go, Seth.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's true. So we're not just coaching our team.
Yeah.
We're coaching everybody. And, there's third base coach, what we are. I've had numerous conversations with other teams' third basemen. We just that's what it is. Hey, you did a great job, or you did a great play, and I think that's great for the league too, because there are some douchebag coaches out there.
Yes.
That are selfish, self-centered, and all they care about is the ring, and they want to win. No one cares. Just it really bothers it, and
sad.
You know it. It's sad.
You know when you see him or hear him immediately. You don't even need to see him.
I mean, we know. I mean, we look at each other. We just go, okay, him, and him.
Everybody knows. There's not a lot of them.
Not anymore.
But do you find once you're getting in more competitive, and it's not about rec or travel, where you can kind of choose your tribe, do you find that the coaches in middle school are different from the people, and how do you approach that?
No, they're not, because your middle school guys, like, you may just have like a science teacher who is like didn't play baseball and he's just coaching. So there's a few who are really into baseball and like they know their stuff, but then other guys are just like I don't know that much about baseball, but I'm the only guy who will coach at this school. So like those are the guys you need to give grace to, because those are the ones the parents just hate. It's like the guy's making like $2,000 to stay after school for 3 months.
Yeah.
Like he can deliver pizzas, make way more. And so, yeah, it's not like high school. Like your high school guys are just excellent, really know baseball. But middle school, you might get a guy who knows a lot about baseball or a guy who played till he was 12. and you have to give them grace.
Yeah.
You really do.
On the flip side, so if you said rec ball, we hit the rec ball, and we hit the middle school. And I'm going to tell you, everything is opposite for travel baseball. You're going to get a taste of it this year.
Yep.
There are so many douches, and again, this will be later on something that I want to hit on. But travel baseball coaches, it does have a stereotype of, look at me, it's about me, look at my shorts, look who I am. I've got a face on, and my kid's the best, and this is what he's going to do. He's going to bat first, he's going to pitch,
yeah,
then he's going to play shortstop, and I don't care because that's who I am. And that's in it. The arrogancy of a travel ball coach. Now, I'm going to stop right now. The organization that D was in last year, hopefully he's in next year, I am going to say rave about. And this is how much I rave about it. I would not put my kid in any other organization but that organization. If somehow, some way, and if he does get cut, we're not going to play baseball anymore. We're not going to play travel ball. That's the only organization that I would have him play in. Because to me, that organization is gold. They're Christian-based. They are excellent coaches. And this year, my son learned so much from his coach this year. Because I didn't coach him at all this year. And in rec ball, I'm like, just do what you got to do. He wasn't in a lot of games. Didn't really care. I'm like, just go, do what you got to do. Hey, you're not catching this year. You're going to play third base and first base. Kid never played for the first base. I'm like, just go have fun. I don't care. And he had fun this year. He did have fun this year. And he pitched. Do I think he was a good pitcher? And I think he was.
He was great. He was awesome.
I think he was a very, very good pitcher. And I think he felt that this year too. He felt he started taking that step to be a pitcher now, and that's what he loves. I mean, he walks around the house pitching all the time. He's like doing stands. I'm like, all right, well, this is something the kid loves. Catching, he likes, but he knows I'm hard on him a lot catching because I was a catcher, and I'm hard on catchers anyway, and your son knows that too. I expect not laziness as a catcher, and with me in my camps. If a catcher's lazy, that exudes the whole team. Yeah. If you're catching, you're in control of the whole game. If you're laid back and too lazy, like your son's picking people off at first, that's awesome. I love that. To me, that shows confidence and strength. And that's what's great, and that's why I want to try to push more in the catcher's camp. My catcher this year took a step up, too. He was great. He did very, very good. He was throwing people out left and right, too. Loved it. Loved his thing. But where we're at of coaching your kids in a travel ball, it is a very, very douchebag area. Yeah. It really is. And you're going to get the taste of it.
Man, you see guys at like Costco on Saturday just shopping by themselves in full travel gear. Yeah. And adults like, man, like, what are you doing? Like, is this your identity? Like, are you trying to help the kids, or are you like, I'm the man, I coach for this team?
And the worst is the parents too. They're just as bad. Like, that's another reason why I stopped coaching, too. I have a video of when you played on the other field, that team.
Your field was louder than ours, and I could only hear your field.
It was gross. The parents, the kid, an 18-year-old kid screaming, yeah! Yeah, and I said, dude, I got a videotape you. I got a podcast.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Oh, yeah. And that'd be a good video.
I got it. Oh, yeah. Did you get it? Did you get the video? The kid blew a kiss to me. And I told him, I said, dude, I got to take a video of your podcast. I said, and he's like, oh. And it was comical. And then after, and he's like, hey, screaming after we get in the rings and everything. Hey, coach.
How's the silver taste?
Has the silver taste.
Oh, my God. Is that?
And it was an 18-year-old kid. And I'm like, oh, dude, I said, you did great today. I said, congratulations. I said, oh, where is yours? And I go, that's right. Did I send it to you?
Yeah, he's got it.
I'm going to have to do this in a beer league way.
Beer league way.
But let's see if we can.
Now, this kid, can you see it? Let's see. Make it loud. And I caught the end of this kid. It was really terrible. There he is. Blows a kiss at me. And I'm like, class. So now during this time, so the kid's screaming at me, "Hey, coach, how's the silver taste?"
Oh my God.
He's probably a listener to the podcast.
I hope he is. You know, I may tag Lawrenceburg out there. Tullahoma. Yeah.
Douchebag in training.
Yes, it is. And you know what? And I even said that your parents must be so proud. You're so proud of you. And I'm not going to say exactly what I said to him, but it was some funny words, and you know, people looking at me like, "Dude, you just said that to him?" I'm like, "Hey, you know, I did." And then that team, and this was this is how the class of that team was. Shinley was like, "Hey, let's get everyone over to take a picture," you know, and both teams, and they refused to take a picture with us.
Oh wow!
They refused, and then we're like, "All right, don't worry about it, boys. They're gonna work for you anyway."
Yeah.
That's terrible to say, but it was so classless.
No, that's the example of someone like, it's about the kids. That guy's not involved in the game. No. So like, why he shouldn't care that much.
No.
He should be happy for his brother or whatever. But it's like, you didn't
mental
do anything.
issues.
And that's what, and his mom was screaming because I guess, you know, we were chanting a little because they got in trouble for screaming and yelling. I was like, "Dude, come on, calm down." And we were like, "Yeah, come on, let's go, boys." And that lady's screaming, going, "Well, they're yelling." I go, ma'am, what's going on here?" She's like, "Well, they're yelling too." I go, "They're 12 years old. They are." And I go, and this was like, you know, I stole that cookie. I go, "No one out here is going to the MLB. You don't know that? You don't know that?" I go, "Oh, Christ."
That's so funny.
I got a question for you. Do you allow the drip on the middle school team?
Ooh.
I love drip.
It's
I think
encouraged.
it's great. It's fun. If it makes it more fun.
What about the oven mitt?
Yeah.
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 Everything.
Well, the oven mitt gives you it gives you an extra 3 inches on a head first slide.
Hey, 3 inches means a lot, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't mind, but if the kids like it, there's other stuff to worry about than drip. So I think it's fun.
And do they have walk-up music?
No walk up.
Are you gonna have it next year?
No, I can't stand it.
Well,
I hate the
I'm
walk
gonna tell
up.
you, with some of your parents, they will put walk up. I guarantee it next year. And you got some fun parents.
If somebody else organizes it, I don't care. But that's not something I'm going to
You know who you are. You got to go ahead and do it.
The walk
Get
up.
the big speaker.
Yes.
Get
Yeah,
multiples.
I don't. The drip's awesome.
Yeah. I'm with you. I hate the walk up music.
The
too.
walk up, I'm like, turn your music off. It's time to pitch.
Yeah. I don't like the walk up, but it's the drip. It does get crazy. It does get crazy. I know that because half the time you're trying to do a sign at third base and they're not even
They're
caring.
over there doing their rap, and so I just go steal, just steal. That's my signal most of the time. Just steal.
Well, go ahead. Show the camera my steal sign. Go ahead.
Seth?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I forgot it.
You didn't. Your daughter knew it.
Oh yeah. My daughter. Yeah, one night my daughter said, "The guy in the Coach Seth, this is his steal sign." My 9-year-old knew the steal sign. I mean, this is my steal sign. Let's
That was that
hey,
one?
go.
Just go. Run.
Just go. Like
Sometimes you go like this.
yeah. No, drip's fun. If the kids like it, let them do it.
Yeah. I like one of the other podcasts, the Drip podcast. If it makes them look good, makes them feel good, go with it.
They're going to be loose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. You know, but the only thing is like, you know, when you don't have the right drip, now the kid feels, "Oh my God, you don't have the right drip. What's wrong with you?" You know, okay. So,
Maybe the cool drip will be the guy that doesn't wear batting gloves and
yeah,
Vladimir Guerrero out
Posada.
there.
Jorge
Just-
Posada.
Yeah. Raw dogs it.
Exactly. Now, all right, so your future plans as a coach right now. You have a lot of irons in the fire and you got a lot of things going on. What's your future plans?
Man, I didn't even. All right. So I've got a really good group of rec kids, like real good. And like we've worked to keep these guys together. And like I believe in rec ball. I think it's awesome. I think winning your local rec league, I think it's fun. I think it's worth something for a 11, 12-year-old. Like, I believe in it. My rec league growing up was awesome. I think, like, if you're on a travel team, you go win some World Series there's a World Series next weekend. So I'm a big believer in that. And so I'm trying to create, like, a hybrid rec travel situation for my team. So that's what we're getting into. We're in the middle of it right now. I'll probably flip this phone over and see some messages.
Like we're gonna be in the car.
Sign-ups are tonight if you're listening. Deadlines tonight.
Hint.
So, like, I believe in the kids working towards a goal to win. So, like, our goal was to win state. We were able to do that, and then we moved on to another tournament and lost. So, I think it's worth, like, setting goals and winning or losing, and then dealing with both. I think you learn just as much from winning or losing, and that's what we should do for the kids. Like, they need to deal with this stuff.
I think you're going to end up seeing now how much your team gets better from taking them to Charlotte this year.
Yeah.
You watch and you see the camaraderie that these boys will have now. It's going to, you got a very good team. You played awesome defense. You pitched right. You did right things. What's going to happen now is this going to go like this and take off because everyone likes each other. You have such a close-knit team.
Yeah.
Did it work out well? And hey, you're 500.
Great.
500.
Yeah.
You're 500. You're not bad. You did good. You played competitive games. You knew you could beat the teams that won it.
Yeah.
So you're not far off. Your team is not far off. Could you add maybe one or two? I'm sure you could. Everybody could, but you have to find that right kid.
Yeah.
That's the key, and that's the toughest thing because trying to find that kid's already playing travel.
Yeah.
He's already playing travel.
You really need the kid from California to move in.
100% right. You need that California.
And that's what we got this summer.
Yes, you did. You nailed. Hey, I had it last year.
Yeah,
I had it last year. California kid.
So yeah, the goal is to kind of create a little hybrid team. We just need the parents to believe in the system.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough, and because then they're going to want to know what their role is. Yeah. That's a whole nother thing as to what's your role. But you know what? And that's why I do love rec opposed to travel or to travel. Because when you play travel, you have tournaments every weekend. You have pool play. You have your first game, your second game. Then you go, okay, where are we at? Okay, now next day we're in bracket play.
Yeah.
You can get away with, and how I figure this out, and I've learned this over the years of travel ball and any sort of pool play and tournament play. Any pool play, if you're playing Saturday and Sunday, your first pitcher has to be the pitcher that throws strikes and just pounds the strike zone. Doesn't have to be overpowering or anything like that. He has to throw strikes and to basically let that person eat innings.
Yeah.
Eat innings. So you still have your whole arsenal for the whole weekend. So your game one pitcher is the pound the strike zone kid that may not be overpowering, but he's got to throw strikes, and then you play defense. You win that game or lose that game. Okay, great. Your next one, you want to go with your number, say, 4 pitcher. You can see if you're number 4, because this is how I think about it. You have your number 2 probably go 2 or 3 go your first game. Then you have your 4 go to second game. Then you have bracket play. You lose, you're out.
Yeah.
You want to go with your number 1. Always the first pitcher on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's your ace. That's the horse. That's what you got.
Don't save him for a game you're not going to play in.
Correct. He's your horse. He's the guy you want, and he's got to bring it. So you have to have your horse. So what I would do, your horse is pretty much, I would say Graham.
Graham and Tyler.
Tyler, yeah.
Yeah.
So then honestly, you go Tyler would be your because Graham, honestly, Tyler throws more strikes than Graham.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can have Tyler go game 1.
Yeah.
Then you can probably pop in or not even hold Tyler off, and you throw Huffman game 1. He throws strikes.
A lot of strikes.
Correct. Game 2, you throw Lawson. So now you have Lawson. You have the 2 games, your 2 wins. Guess what? You have still your number 1 and your number 2 in the bank. So you can throw what do you call it? Tyler first game, and then close it out with Graham for the championship.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And then you can just mix and match. Whoever can pop them in there. You throw Roy in for a couple. Mm-hmm. You throw Jackson in for a couple. You throw whoever else that you have, Brody for a couple. And that's how you add them for innings. And you can use him that way. And I tell you, you have a very, good stable of arms.
Yeah, we got strikes.
You do, and that works out, and you play one hell of a defense. That's the key. Everybody on that team plays defense. I'm looking forward to seeing your team excel, and I really am. I was
That's
so
the
happy,
goal.
so happy watching it because your team will take off now. Your team will take off, and I'm excited to see your growth and the kids' growth because hey, some of these kids I've coached too. You know, I enjoy watching these kids.
A ton of them.
Yeah, and I enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching them grow, and the parents are superb, absolutely. And it's fun to watch it. And again, Zach, I'm 100% on board with what you're doing, and I think it's a great thing. And I like the hybrid part. So just so you can also taste the Cal Ripken too again for next year.
And the fun part is that they're 11 going 12, so you might be relying on this pitcher, and then he played Fortnite till 2 in the morning the night before. He is useless. You can when they show up for BP on a Saturday morning, you're like, how late did y'all stay up? They're like, we stayed up late. All right, it's gonna be a rough one.
But I'm excited to see your growth with this team.
Thanks,
man. And I really am. I'm excited to see it, and I hope success for you. And I really do. And I think nothing but the sky's the limit for your team, and you and Wes and Jeb. And whoever else coaches.
Justin.
Justin's right. Justin too. As long as his foot doesn't break anymore, you know.
Justin's one of the best.
Yeah, he is very chill too.
Yeah.
Another one that's just chill, relax. Again, it's going from the head right here. So he's just calming everybody down and
he did get in trouble in Charlotte. His wife had to walk over to the dugout.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
It was funny because he was We had a couple base running errors, and he starts getting on the kids, as he should have. And then Tyler said something. He looked over, and Melinda was coming over, and he got real quiet real quick.
No, he wants
yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I'm fine.
I could echo what he said because I remember one time Tammy did come down and yell at me, and I just politely said, go back to the stands.
He was not in the position to say that. He got quiet.
Well,
that's outstanding. But I'm looking forward. I can't wait to
we'll see.
And I do if you're okay with it, I would still love to find out when your practices are and do the.
Are
catching
you looking
camp
for
before.
an assistant, associate, assistant,
no,
coach?
No,
maybe
I am
like.
just-
Sounds like Seth's trying to get back into coaching.
No,
Yeah,
God.
he's laying the groundwork right here.
You guys,
he's
are
already
both
given you a
asses.
game plan.
No, I've already told you know what I do before practice.
He'll be coaching within 12 months.
The coaching, the catcher coach.
I do got to tell you something hilarious though. So we're at the tryouts yesterday, and you'll get a kick out of this. So we're at the tryouts yesterday, and there's 75 kids everywhere. And I'm like, oh Christ, what's going on? This is not looking good. And I text my wife. I said, this isn't good. This is not good. I don't like what I see. You know, I just see a lot of good talent baseball players out here. And she's like, and I'm like, okay. And then I'm there with Grant's mom, Kate, and Chad, and he's like, they're both like, well, it's kind of upset that you're not coaching anymore. Why don't you just put a team in? They go,
let's go.
She goes, FBC only has one travel team. You know, you can
Let's
be
get
called
the band back together.
You can be called the Cannons.
He's back.
And I'm like, not at all. My wife will divorce me. And then I text my wife. I said, 75 kids. Yeah. She goes, looks like you may have to open up your own team. I go, oh my God, where's your head today?
He's back.
Well, we'll put a poll down in this episode
Should I
and
go?
see how many people think.
Exactly.
What's the over under here?
Hell no.
8 weeks or 8 months?
I enjoy coaching the kids on an individual level of specifics. So that's what I.
Yeah, your $10 an hour.
No, just free. I
situation
wouldn't
here.
do that at all. I don't do that. That's
You come in for the catcher camps or just a defense clinic.
That's
You're
all.
not a coach. You're just a consultant.
There you go. I'll do a consultant.
You're
I'm not
like the
retired.
guys that come back like Chipper Jones is
Chipper
a consultant for the Braves. He just
Or a
shows
hype
up.
man. Somebody that is not chill and doesn't really tell anybody what to do, just yells. And
My
gets
fun
people.
is when I go to your games and I sit in the back and just listen to everybody. And I sit on the stands and I just watch.
We got some good parents.
You got great
We
parents.
got
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do a
parents.
shout out to you, Mr. Huffman, Mr. Wes's father. He is an absolute stud.
Both of their parents.
I don't really know the mom too much. I give her a hug. She's a sweetheart. But Dad,
her parents are awesome.
I don't know her.
Every time Roy comes to bat, light him up, Roy. He's the best.
But I do love Mr. Huffman. He, if you're out there in TV land, praise.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've heard a lot, but you're supposed to do your send off here. You're supposed to give us some insight, top 3 tips, top 5 tips. I don't know what you've got written down in that book of yours, but Seth is retired. We're pretending that's real, and we want to get a message, to the ages, to people that might just be starting to coach.
Yeah.
What would you tell people? What would you tell your son,
My son
when he starts to coach?
When I tell him, I just say, it's all about the kids. It's not about you. Just enjoy yourself, have fun, and make the kids enjoy the game, because it goes by so fast. The kids will always remember their fun times. Like last year, we had that fun time when the kids ran around in this rain, when it started raining everywhere, and they'd just dive. I said, "Go ahead, run out there." The umpire's like, "What are you doing?" I don't care. They're going out and messing up the field. I could care less. They'll remember that. They'll remember the camaraderie of their friendship. Remember the laughter. Let the game always be a game. Remember that. No one cares if you won or lost or your record. Just enjoy it. And just let the kids have so much fun, and then always teach them. Don't yell at them. Don't belittle them. Don't do any of that stuff. And you nailed it earlier. It's not about you. It's about the kids. And the parents have to understand that. And that was always my first meeting with the coach, with the parents. I would always take them aside and I say, hey, this is my expectations. I could care less. There's not a person signing your kid out here waiting for a contract. I don't care. Everyone will have equal playing time. And the Matheny Manifesto, and again, I brag about this book all the time. And I told my parents, I said, I will not speak to you unless you do any sort of research about this book. The Matheny Manifesto. And I'm going to tell you, too, if you're a reader at all, read that book.
All right.
It is a huge book. And
I read a couple books a year.
After that book, there's another book, and I'll tell you, it's called Dad Coach. Outstanding. It gave me another thing, the word edge. I don't really remember it right now, but I used to put it on my board, on my clipboard and hanging up. Edge. It's enthusiasm, discipline, whatever, effort. G was grit, and knowledge was one. Another one was knowledge or something, knowing the game. And there it is, Coach. There it is. It's a great book. To me, I wrote it down. I put highlights in it, and I was felt like I was in college again, just highlighting stuff, and that was it. And that helped me a lot to get through as a coach. I'm always learning, and that's the one thing too in that book. There, he's talking about, hey, if you think you're a coach that doesn't learn and think you know it all, you're an asshole.
No, you got to learn. So like this summer, our base running was terrible. And all we did, we put a huge emphasis on yelling at these kids about base running. So after the season, I'm like, we yelled at the kids about base running.
That's what Brock said was an issue.
Yeah.
Right? That seems to be a theme.
It didn't improve. So what are we doing wrong? We got to teach it different, because yelling at them all the time is not working.
Yeah. Well, that was one big thing I always emphasized during rec ball is base running. I would just do full practices of base running.
We're gonna have
taking
to do that.
leads. You have to, because again, it's baseball mentality. In one of the other episodes, we talked about the mentality and the baseball IQ is not there as much as it was.
No.
So that's where it goes. But and that's another thing as what I would tell good coaches is, hey, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult times, and let the kids know the game of baseball. That's where it comes down to. Let them enjoy a baseball game. Actually take them to a game and sit down and go, all right, boys, this is how it happens. And that's how it works with that. But on the other side of that...
Well, how do you win, though? I mean...
Who cares?
No, I do care.
Do you really?
Okay. So I think if we're leading these young boys, that winning and losing should be important, and that their goal is to win, and we will learn from winning. But if they don't care about it, they won't learn from losing. And so you have to put a little bit of a emphasis on winning, so that when things go bad, that they learn how to deal with a loss. Because if these kids are so sheltered that everything's always okay because mommy and daddy are saying they're fine, but if you lose a game, let's learn from that.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I do. I had a different analogy with that. I said, I don't care if we win or lose. I just want you to get better that day. But I go, but losing sucks, right? And they're like, yeah. I said, okay.
My first speech every year is, if you've ever played for a coach that said you're out here to win, let me tell you the best way, or you're out here to have fun. Let me tell you the best way to have fun in baseball is to win. So that's our goal. But if we lose, we're gonna learn from it.
Yeah.
So you gotta learn. You gotta
always learn more from losing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
When you win, you're like, I'm great.
Yeah.
Look at me. I don't have to think about it.
To deal with adversity, and that's society in general.
That's a big deal for kids, is learning how to lose.
Yeah. So now, I mean, on the flip side of this, of what not to do as a coach, can roll into my rant.
Nice.
My rant here is douchebag coaches. Douchebag coaches, that it's not all about them. And the travel baseball coaches that they walk out and they stroll out and they think that, they're swinging, shillelaghs. I'm the best coach out here. Who the hell do I think I am? I'm better than you, and I'm going to run the score up against these kids, and we got to win, and we got to win. And if that kid misses the ball, he's benched, and we're screaming and yelling at him. That is bullcrap. Don't ever do that again. And another little rant, too, that I have, I'm adding on to this. And when you do end up playing travel baseball, pick a team and try out for that one team. Don't just say, well, I already made this team. I'm going to try out for this team and try out for this team, try out for this team. It's like a damn job interview. Want the damn song. I want the damn team that you're going to play for, and work your ass off for that team. If you don't, then you adapt. But don't go, oh, I already made this team, but I'm not going to try for it. Don't waste people's time. It's bullshit. You're wasting people's time. So now that time could be dedicated for a kid that wants to make that team, and he's not there to have that extra swing, the extra ball thrown to him. It's bullshit. Screw that. Parents, get your heads out of your ass. It's not extra reps. What is your kid going to learn for extra 2 swings in a freaking day? 3 ground balls. Stop it. Pick a team and choose it. Be loyal, for Christ's sake. Loyalty is not there anymore. Be loyal, please. Thank you. There's my rant.
Preach.
Yeah, I think that was a good way to welcome in your retirement.
Get the lights going. There's my retirement, guys. I appreciate it. So, man, this is always fun. Now we always have a segment in our show. It's called the Get Off My Lawn. Basically, if you have any questions about it, it's like, who's coming knocking at your house? 2 people. One shows up and the other one shows up. One, you go, get the hell off my lawn. Who do you want? So now
I'm gonna start with an easy one. We're gonna just kind of work our way into this without a whole bunch of
Lane Kiffin
controversy. We got Lane Kiffin on the one hand, and then we got Ryan Day.
Ooh, there you go. That's all you.
Oh, that's easy. Ryan Day. Lane Kiffin is having fun at life. He's killing it. Ryan Day, the dyed beard. He dyes his beard. That's a fact. He's the worst. No fun. He's like Urban Meyer Jr. Can't stand him.
It's not because he's not an SEC team, right?
No, he's terrible. Lane Kiffin is the man. He knows he's got it made. He's going to coast it at Ole Miss.
As a Tennessee fan, I had my issues with Lane, right? He really set us back a long ways. We were burning mattresses. It was really sad, but he's earned his way back, I think. I tend to agree that he's now respectable. Now he's kind of still a flashy guy, even though he's getting a little bit older. But yeah, he's doing the best he can. I don't know that they'll ever get there, honestly.
All right.
But, I mean, I think Ryan Day is just a joke.
All right.
That's an easy one.
I'm going the opposite here, boys. You know why? I'm a huge.
You're from up north.
Yeah, well, that too. 'Cause burn my boots there. Like, you got to find that one. You got to find that's a great one. Yosemite Sam. Oh, the Yankees! They're in Chattanooga. But honestly, Ryan Day. I'm gonna talk about him later. I'm a huge Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Right. One of the best defenses there is the Tampa 2. Who came up with the Tampa 2? Monty Kiffin.
That's old Monty.
His dad. His dad was awesome. I mean, the coolest, the best, old guy. He had his defense playing phenomenal. That was him. He was a defensive coordinator. Now, his son is on his coattails. He's only there because of his dad anywhere.
come on.
And
I think
he
that
is
was
a
true
moron.
10, 15 years ago.
Monty Kiffin has looked like that for 30 years.
He's
He looks
still
like
alive,
him.
right?
No, he's dead. He passed.
Oh,
he
did he?
looks
Yeah,
like
he did
him.
He died last summer. Oh, about a year ago.
Yeah,
Rest
Monty.
in peace, Monty.
I love Monty. He was such a brain. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I enjoy. Monty was the man, but when he came in, Lane, where did he come in from? What was
The
his first?
Raiders. He got fired
yes.
from the Raiders.
Yeah,
he
he-
says on purpose, so
Yeah.
he could coach Tennessee.
He got fired a lot.
Yeah, he
on
was
purpose.
a bobo. He's almost like Barry Switzer. He reminds me of Barry Switzer. Yes, he's Barry Switzer. He's the modern day Barry Switzer.
He's one of the few coaches who enjoys it. So I
Well,
respect
so
him
did
for
Barry Switzer.
that. Yeah, okay. So I like Lane.
All right, we're going, Lane. You
We
lose
got
2
Mark
to 1, but I
Wohlers.
appreciate
Marquise
your.
Grissom is about to catch a ball in
No,
left center
he's
field.
not going to catch a ball because
No, that's
that
the wrong
is.
game. That's the Yankees.
And then here we go. This is the next one. Get off my lawn. Is it Jim Leyritz that hit that home run off of Mark Wohlers?
He's really just wanting to troll you here.
I just wanted
This
to troll
is
a little
bad.
bit. Yeah, this is a.
Can I tell a story about this game?
Oh, absolutely. Go,
right.
yeah, who's the other one? Do the
Hold
other one
on,
first.
hold on. Let me tell
All
a
right,
story.
so I was working at Chick-fil-A in high school.
Oh, yeah. Pleasant day.
And my friend offered me World Series tickets, but I was supposed to work that night.
Oh, I would cold and sick.
So I called the manager in the morning and said, hey, I have World Series tickets. Can I go? He said no. So instead of being there, I was at Chick-fil-A that night selling combo meals.
You
and
know,
there's
what?
no TV in Chick-fil-A,
It's
right?
a
They don't-
big
wait,
regret in
wait
life.
a second. World Series tickets,
For free.
and you said no.
I said no.
Oh my God.
That's 96. Yeah.
Is there like a girl
Oh, my
in the
God.
kitchen? That
No,
you're
I
sweet
thought I was
on?
supposed to go to work. I was like 15 years old. It's a new job.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Big regrets.
Yeah. Well,
So
was
you
this
didn't
was it
see
this game?
It was that World Series. I think
Because it was probably the right choice if it was this
it
game.
was later in the series, so I think that was it.
So it might have been. Yeah, because this is probably game. This is game 3. Because they were down 2-0.
Yeah.
That was it.
rough.
That was game 3.
rough.
So yeah, it was either 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah, should have gotten fired that night.
Yeah, you should have. Honestly, if you can rewind, that's your probably biggest regret in life. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
That one.
for sure. For sure.
All right, so we're going to say, all right, Jimmy Leyritz, oh, Parker Jones. You know who Parker Jones is, right?
Yeah.
This guy.
I think we won that game.
Did you win this game? I don't know. I think. Oh yeah, you beat Notre Dame. You crushed
we
them.
beat him.
But still,
Jim Leyritz, he hit like a total dork. He was a nerd. That was heartbreaking. That was a good team. The Braves.
that
had
was.
year.
I
They
mean,
were
every team was the Braves are great.
The Braves memories are probably worse than the Bulldog memories in life.
Okay. So you say Jim Leyritz gets off your lawn?
Yeah, I can't stand him. He's a dork.
Well, I'm gonna tell
he's
you-
a Yankee.
See-
I don't know where he's from. I assume he's from Long Island.
He's actually my. I gotta be honest with you. My cousin Mike. You know, you were out there in TV land. You sell him cars, and he gave you tickets for the Yankee game that I went to a couple years ago. I took my son to the Yankee game. Jim Leyritz gave him tickets to give them to me.
No,
Jimmy
we
Leyritz.
lost this game. We lost this game.
Oh, did you lose that game
that's
to
why-
Notre Dame?
A walk-on got a sideline penalty.
Well, that's him. That's the walk-on. That's the guy's name.
oh, Parker Jones. Yeah.
See, there he is. There he is.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
him.
No, he's having fun. You can't. If I'm a walk-on, I'm right there too.
I don't
knocking
know,
into the
man.
ref.
That's
rough.
too chill of a coach.
No,
I
Jim
think, if you
Leyritz
let
is the
that-
worst. That ref is a wimp.
He should have
He
ran him over.
cannot take a
He
hit.
should throw a forearm to his face.
Yeah, that was rough.
All right, I got one more for you.
All right.
Let's see here. We've got
Ooh, Major League
Major
Soccer.
League Soccer, right? You just had the FIFA Club Cup. That was pretty amazing, right? But that's not what we're talking about. Or WNBA coverage. It seems like it never stops. Every day. I mean, in every website. It's not just ESPN pushing it. We've got to see something. I almost know like 3 team names.
I know one person and one person only, and that's the only reason why that WNBA thing is going well is Caitlin Clark. and they all beat her up. Everybody in the league, I always see, beat her up. She's been on injury. They should leave her alone because, look, it's on TV, right? Like with Caitlin Clark right there. I would care less. And I would rather get a lobotomy.
It's on TV. See, exactly.
Yeah.
It's on the TV in the background right now.
Because of her. But it is ESPN, and ESPN is just god-awful. No, I can't watch it.
I don't watch it anymore.
No.
Sports Center. I watch what I want to watch. If I want to watch my team play, I watch them. I do know Caitlin Clark plays in Indiana. I don't know the name of her team.
I don't know.
So I'm going WNBA, get off my lawn.
There you go.
Here's
Nobody cares.
Here's another one.
Who's that?
Sophie Cunningham.
No idea. You could have said Janie. I could care less. I don't know who they are. I mean, I remember Swoops, right? Swoops. Cheryl Swoops, right? Or Reggie Miller with the wig. Remember Reggie? Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl Miller.
She looked exactly like Reggie
view
Miller.
It as a soap opera at this point. I think it's funny that they're going to show it to us. It doesn't matter if it's viable. It doesn't matter if it makes any money. So we're just going to have to keep up with it.
And they jam it down your throat.
I don't care what the score is. I don't care what the standings are. It's more of a, what'd she say?
Yeah.
She said what? And for that, I think it's better than Major League Soccer. I think Major League Soccer is just a disgrace. I think the
flopping stuff, that's got to stop.
I am going to a game tomorrow night.
I've never been to Nashville SC. I've said I should go.
I want to go to one.
It is fun. I mean, the stadium's good. My son loves soccer. We'll have a good daddy Sunday. But
do you guys sing Ole, Ole, Ole?
I'm going to have to look up a few players' names.
Garf. Who are they playing? Are they playing Messi?
They play tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
You don't know who they play. See, that's my point. Like, nobody cares.
I'm going to wear a yellow shirt.
There you
I don't
go.
have anything, but I feel like the WNBA is being force-fed a little bit.
Yes, it is.
Even like Outkick and some of those websites.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
Barstool's
who
keeping
cares?
up with it. Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares. I don't care.
As long as we get our gold medal, that's the only time I care about.
I want us to lose everything. But yet I also want us to lose women's soccer, too, though. I want us to lose.
Why would you do that?
I don't like women's
Because
soccer.
of the crazy lady?
Yeah, she's terrible.
She's done.
What is she? Ain't even there anymore. What's her name? The short hair girl.
I don't know. She had red
Delilah.
hair.
Delilah.
She was not our best.
Are you singing butter? We didn't do our what do you call it? Our sponsors.
Well,
Yeah.
we can do our
people
sponsors.
just heard about those. But make sure that you subscribe. If you've listened this long, then you need to subscribe to the podcast on Spotify. We're working on spreading it a little bit wider. We're going to distribute it to a couple other places. Apparently, there's other ways to hear podcasts.
Oh, they really? I tell you, you're good at
not
this
to
stuff.
me.
You are the brains of the group here. I'm just here for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, but make sure to tell your
good looks.
friends and tell Wes and tell Wes's assistant and that assistant.
And Wes's dad. But no, we want to say again, thank you, Zach, for coming out, hanging out with us, and having a couple
man.
pops. And just
this is fun. Y'all have something cool going on here.
Well, thanks, man. Well, because it's honestly, it's about you guys, not about us.
That's fun,
really,
man.
it's about just hanging out, having a couple beers, shooting the crap about life.
That's cool.
And if it's not baseball, it's going to be hockey because we are going to retire baseball here for a little bit for the season.
If you hadn't heard.
Yeah, we are going to retire.
For one season, we're retiring.
And we're going to go back to, we're going to do a lot of hockey ones coming up here. So
Season 2. Stay tuned.
The only thing is, our kids aren't going to be playing with each other this year. Your kid went older, and my kid went differently.
It's an off year.
It's an off year.
We'll still have plenty to talk about, I think.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to be in Tampa together.
We may have to do a live cast.
Oh, we should in the hotel lobby.
Yeah. And we're going to form a LLC.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we're going to write
this
everything
shit
off.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the Little League World Series.
There's the lawyer.
Oh, he's the lawyer. He's the lawyer, man. Yeah, Little League World Series.
Smarter than us.
Yeah, damn right he is. It's always the brains of the group. Well, again, thank you, Zach, for coming down. We appreciate everything.
Thanks,
it
man.
was awesome. Love it. Love you, man. I think
Love
you're
you.
great. And again, looking forward to seeing everything. And again, I'm here for you. Always a friend. We got to go get some more pops together.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And out there, appreciate everything, your time. And come again, Zach here from Farewell Baseball Tour of Coaching, episode 10.
Enjoy your retirement.